Okay, so dear Dhamma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body. Keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line, and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring your attention to this bell sound. And while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. So do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, in these ongoing meditation sessions, we mainly discuss basic informations regarding tranquility meditation and insight meditation. So when it comes to meditation, the very purpose of meditation is bring us inner development. Another way, self-realization through the awareness. So when it comes to awareness, it is just not your thoughts. Thoughts are part of the awareness. The awareness means in this very moment, as a person, as a whole person, you are experiencing this life. So when it comes to that, thoughts are part of it. There are a lot of other things included to that awareness. But mostly in day-to-day life, thoughts are so powerful to hijack our entire awareness. And then we dealing with the thoughts, believing thoughts are kind of like the life. So then remember yourself that whatever thoughts arise, it's not responsible for your awareness. And then sometimes the thought arises without any reason. That maybe thoughts arise as a result of your past experience. And knowingly, unknowingly, thoughts can arise. And so that's why you should not believe thoughts. You should not follow the thoughts. You should not take that your thoughts as your life. And other one is, that is more difficult one, the feelings. And sometimes we believe these feelings as me. But feelings nothing to do with you. Feelings arise according to the necessary cause and conditions in that environment, in that very moment. So, and it arises and it will go away. There is no reason to arise, there are no reason to go away. Only the reason, it depends on the cause and conditions. It is not responsible for you. So then when you look that, Most of time we go crazy because of the thoughts, we go crazy because of the feelings, which both are not belong to us. Another thing is the body. And the body also we believe as me. But still, if you look very carefully, that whatever the outside body that you believe that you are meant, that the form, mental structure that you develop as you, depend on the picture, is totally different when it go into the outside you. Even it has no gap more than half an inch. So on the top of the skin, we experience a different person, and behind the skin, under the skin, there is a different person. But we don't see it. Why we don't see? Because we so caught up, because we so limited to only the surface level of skin. So when it comes to thoughts, we are so caught up. It's kind of like a cult. Your thoughts are kind of like a cult, behave itself separately. And the other thing is your feelings are kind of like a cult. It has a different way of behavior. It manipulates the moment. And the body is kind of like a cult. Take you out of your awareness. Then what is the very nature of a cult? When someone gets into a cult, that person believes that whatever that he experienced as truth. And then beyond that, he don't want to see, and whatever beyond that, he take it as the enemy. So it makes us kind of like a blind. And it makes us to be so limited. And the same thing happens with our thoughts, our feelings, our body. And we can go further, and our desires, our consciousness vary, that our recognition vary. Also kind of like a cult. It makes us very limited. But still, there is a way that you can transform. That transformation should come out of the practice, not by believing, not by following, not by just intellectual understanding. It should come through experience. So the meditation is a method that brings a system for you to experience it, develop it inside you, cultivate it inside you. And then by the time that what you go through, what you develop and become your life. So then that the meditation is not a kind of like a place that you practice it. You sit for something. Even though in the beginning we take a moment to practice, but it is your life. That is where you should take this practice. Not every day just sit for a moment. It is okay, it is very necessary, but remember, by the time you have to take it to your life 24/7 to be with it. So what is that meditation means? The awareness, the recognition, and the memory, clarity, the knowingly interference, consciously take decisions according to cause and conditions in that very moment. So once you tune to that level, you're going to experience a different way of mind. And once you come to that level, you understand that what you experience today, this life is so limited to this our perception. And it is so limited to our thoughts. It's so limited to our feelings. It's so limited to our mental structure. So that's what we all experience. So when it comes to sitting, remember, you have to sit with your inside. That is the key point. That is the difference with the practice and ordinary life. Because ordinary life, you go through with the outside things, you interfere with things that the outside perception. But when it comes to meditation, the sitting, the practice, you have to sit with your inside. That inside doesn't mean thoughts. Inside doesn't mean just the body or the posture. And the inside means this whole, everything. And then when once you sit with the inside, that one of the challenge that you're going to have with the feelings. But you have to remember, not to struggle with the feelings and not to have an intention to have a good feelings. Not to resist any kind of bad feelings. Good or bad, just you see it as a feeling, just let it be there. Don't try to change. Don't try to look into something else. That is the power of sitting. When you sit with the inside, you are capable to handle that any comfort or the discomfort. Rather than categorizing it, you are capable to take it as the moment of experience. Then the struggle disappears. So otherwise you always look into for trying to find a very comfortable place. There is nothing like that. For a moment you feel the comfort, but then by the time what happens, then you start to feel something else. But if you accept it as feeling and start to look into that, knowingly, that is the very nature of the body. That is the very nature of the mind that understands the body. That is the very nature that your body and mind communicate through the feelings. You just allow it to be there. That is where you find the tranquility state. No any intention in between the body and the mind or the feelings to find some kind of way that you want to be. So once you have it, the struggle disappears. Otherwise, it's going to be always struggle, knowing or unknowingly, that inside our own mind, we have this struggle. But once you experience it within yourself and recognize the nature, and you are capable to apply it to day-to-day life, that is very necessary. When it comes to meditation, we think it's just a moment of practice. But once you are capable to apply to day-to-day life, it's going to be there with you and you're going to like it. So when it comes to science, technology, the machines, consumer products, overtaking our life more than any other time. So your cell phone is capable to bring all the facilities to you that wherever you are. So why people like this science, technology, machines, consumer product, why they like it? They like it because they can use it. That's why. If they can't use, they don't like, they're going to hate it. So why people hate meditation sometimes? Because they don't know how to use it. And some people don't know how to practice it. Some people even practice, they don't know how to use it. So then by the time it's going to fade. No, learn to use it. How you can use it? That first you have to experience it within yourself. And as example, knowingly that the sensation or the feelings, it's nothing to do with the good or bad. It's you see it as feelings arise according to cause and conditions. Then the mind become neutral and observe without putting any opinion on the top of the feelings. So once you capable to do that, it become a skill to use, become a profitable skill. And then what happened in the very next level, you are capable to use it for your perception. With your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, that whatever you experience in the moment of the experience, you are capable to see it and recognize it without putting your opinions. So that is where you gain more clarity. And once you are capable to do that, then you see that more than what you see on the surface level, when the perception arises, there is something else behind it. Then you become more happy because you not respond to that first level of perception. And the gap you create allow you to see more little bit deeper. And then you are capable to go deeper, little by little, deeper. And then you see layer by layer, layer by layer. When you pass the perception without reacting to it, without putting self-opinion to it, that as you take things this according to the names and forms, not really that way. It has a different way of character, behavior, meaning behind the name or the form that you hold. But once we have addiction, once we have a pattern, method, to always go with the names and forms that we used to be with and make it more comfortable, become very limited. And we can't anymore see beyond it. It is a trap. So that is where that we are trapped within that all our experience. We are trapped within our own thoughts. We are trapped within our own feelings or the sensation. We are trapped within our body. So how you can get out of it? So the very first thing that you have to remember, you are stuck with it. You have to know it is a trap. Otherwise, you will never get out of it. You know, some philosopher says, the most difficult and hard thing in the world to understand ourselves, we are wrong. Because we always think we are right. That is where things go wrong. So that's why that understanding that our true nature, true reality is very difficult, very hard. So then you have to remember yourself when you look into yourself, that within your own self-opinion, within your own self-centered feelings, within your own all self-centered body, we are already trapped. So once you know it, then you will start to look how to get out of it. And then when it comes to that, you know the solution also inside you, because you get into that trap, believing that your thoughts, your feelings, and your body. And then anymore that whatever is there, you're not going to go with it. And then you find a little space. Of course, it's going to become a little bit struggle, but still, that's where that you need the fundamental qualities of this is spiritual practice. That one is the faith. And once you have the faith regarding the practice that you develop, knowingly all the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters went through this path and attained to the liberation. And it is just not only by yourself you go and you have this. All the pain, all the struggle, all the disappointment, all the unhappiness that you go through while you practice, remember, already all the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters, all the great masters, everybody went through. But the difference between them and us, when we feel it, we already try to get back and go back to our comfort zone. But others, rather than get back to the comfort zone, they went through it. So that is the difference. It's nothing to do with the gender, color, the age. It's nothing to do with any other skill. This is the skill. When the feelings come, when the thoughts come, when the feel that the mind is stuck with the body, with the self-centered ideas, what happens? When the turbulence comes while we practice, we get back to our comfort zone and rest a little bit, stay there. And all the enlightened masters, the Buddhas, all the great teachers, they didn't back up. They step forward. So it is your time. When you experience something, especially while you're sitting and practice, remember that. Bring that skill. Develop that skill day by day, day by day. And don't try to get back to your comfort zone. Only thing is, observe it deeply, thoroughly, and don't hold it to it as something. Know that it arises according to cause and conditions, that whatever you feel is not permanent. That is the key, that you have to remember yourself. That is the motivation that you have to bring up when you go through that. It is not permanent. It doesn't matter good feelings or the bad feelings or the hard feelings. It is not permanent. Just be with that. And keep your mind clear without going that whatever you experience. Because in the very next moment, you're going to experience something else. Something else, something else. It's kind of like you're watching a parade. If you go with the parade, what will happen? You can't see it. So you have to stop somewhere, find a good place, and allow the parade to go, just keep watching. Then you can see from a beginning to end. So same like any sensation, any thoughts, don't go with it. So learn to observe and have an unmovable, very balanced awareness in you. And let this sensation to pass, that you will see it pass. Let these thoughts to pass. You will see it. And once you have that knowledge, once you have that skill, the cravingness regarding the sensation or the feelings or the thoughts going to disappear. And it doesn't matter good or bad, and you know that whatever arises in you, it is only for the moment. It's only for the moment. It's not going to be forever. And once you take it as a key practice, you are capable to find the path to get out of the cage. It's a very, you can practice, you can apply it in very simple ways. You know, the very common thing nowadays that you have the cell phone with you. And you know if somebody call, it ring. And you know if somebody send a message, unless you put into silence or like, otherwise it bring the alarm. So, but still, when you keep the cell phone, when you look the cell phone, what happens sometimes your hand go into it to take it and look. So that is a feeling that you have. That is a thoughts that you have. But it is only for the moment. So how you can apply it now? Now you observe with the body and practice it. Now you bring it to outside and you keep it. And you see the cell phone and you see that you feel you want to take it to your hand. No one call it. No one send any text message. So nothing to check, and you know it's there. But still there's a feeling that you want to take it and look into it. So you don't do it. Now you watch your thoughts and know it will go away. Or just keep watching. You don't react to it. Then you will see. Within 1 second, it disappears. Something else come to your mind. Maybe different kind of feelings go all over your body. It's nothing to do with the phone anymore. See, in that very moment, if you react, you take the phone to hand, then what happened? The very next thought, now it is already go into that current in the very next thought, and then you look into the whoever call, or maybe contacts, or maybe text messages, and then now you see it. Oh, then again another thoughts come. Oh, I want to call, and then maybe there is a friend that the number is there already because that is the person who called last time or maybe yesterday, and then you see the number, and then you just call. Now the thought current start to go with it, and then you call that guy, and maybe that person is doing something or planning to go somewhere. And then I say, hi, how are you? I just call to say hi. Oh, I'm doing this and I'm going to go to this place and you want to come? And now you have an invitation. See, no reason. And then you ready to go because it's just a moment of invitation and you are this here, nothing to do. And then you go. See that moment, if you hold, this whole line of activities disappeared. So like that, there are a lot of things that you can get out of your day-to-day activities once you start to see the thoughts, see the sensation, see the feelings, and hold back without go with it. It's not a kind of like you angry with you or you fight with you. There are some thoughts you have to do like that way, not all the thoughts, but as art you have to learn to work with it. Then by the time you will see for everything, there is some time need to work. That is a kind of like a wisdom you gain. That is where you become matured. That's why you become patient, not right away. You want right away. Oh, I want this now. No, you start to become more and more aware, and you become satisfied with the moment, knowingly it is a process. In life, there is nothing going to happen overnight. For everything, especially for good things, it takes time. So you have to be patient. Knowingly, this path going to take you. So once you have deeper that knowledge, wisdom, it resonate with you. And then by the time when you talk with the people, work with the people, the society, when the situation comes, maybe right away, whatever you say or do, not going to work. Other people not going to accept maybe. But still, you know, it takes time. So then you're going to be okay. And that is where you develop equanimity. And once you have that quality in you, and deeply, you gain the self-satisfaction. That self-satisfaction not depend on this outside perception. So once you have it within you more and more and more, you are capable to see inside you. And that is where that you are more capable to have the energy to work with that. And you are more capable to tune to the path. And you are more capable to collect that all the awareness toward that inside practice. And out of this all that you know now that what you practice is work for you. So that is the wisdom that you gain. It is not somebody told you. It's not because of the book. It's not because of the culture or the tradition. It's not because of that documentary, or it's not because of that very famous people do it. It's nothing to do with that. Because you are the one who experience, and you are the one who gain benefit out of that your own practice. And once you have it, the way that you experience life going to become different, and then in the outcome also going to become different. And that is where we call this difference as change. That is what we need. Finally, we all need the change. That change is not with your thoughts, it's not with your feelings, it's not about our body, the outside layer. It is regarding the point of view that we carry regarding our thoughts, regarding our feelings, and regarding our body. So let's get into practice a little bit now. When your right palm on your left and neck head straight in one life, and be comfortable with your posture. So bring attention to your body and scan head to toes 3 times yourself and say so pateva. Oh, may I be well and happy. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment, with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment. This is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime. And detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalations and exhalations. So in the beginning, deeply and gently, breathe in, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. And allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. And when it happens through the sensation, recognize it. Do nothing extra. Bring your attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also, as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away. Already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Visualize yourself and send it as a light. Forward. To your backside. To your left side. And to your right side. Downward. And upward. To all 6 directions at once, like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy, without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest, wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma, and the Sangha. And also by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ittavata ami sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya Imaya dhammanu dhamma patipattiya buddham pujemi dhammam pujemi sangham pujemi Addaya imaya patipattiya jati jara vyadhi maranam paribunjissami Idamme punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamunchatu. Bless you.